Before we begin, let me know in the comments what country or city you're watching from, and hit that like button if you're as tired of entitled Karens as I am. And hey, if you're in a true drama, subscribe for more stories that'll make your blood boil. Yeah, that's my little plug. Now let's get into it. My name's Detective Chief Samuel Bradley, and after 23 years serving the force in Riverside Heights, I thought I'd seen every flavor of crazy, every hold my beer moment suburbia could serve up, but nothing could have prepped me for that one night in June, when my own backyard turned into a scene straight out of a reality show gone nuclear. See, it was already a brutal day, double shift, running on coffee, and the fumes of goodwill, chasing break-in calls from one end of the city to the other. All I wanted was peace, my couch, and the sound of nothing at all. Instead, the closer I got to Elmwood Drive, the heavier the bass thumped through my cruiser's windows, rattling my teeth like I'd parked beside a club. I pulled up to my house and man, you wouldn't believe there must have been 50 teenagers, every last one loud, wasted, and tearing up the place I'd busted my ass to afford. Pool packed, pizza boxes everywhere, kids trampling my roses, making a buffet out of my grill, my so-called sanctuary, overrun by strangers. The entitlement, the sheer gall of it, just smacked me like a brick. Now, I could have lost it right there, but professionalism, right? So I take a breath, smooth my uniform, and walk through my own side gate, straight into a wall of marijuana and cheap beer and that wild, chaotic energy only teenagers can muster. Some of them looked at me, but most didn't even clock the badge. They were too deep into their party. At the center was this DJ setup on my deck, run by a lanky kid with bleached hair and a shirt that screamed old money. "Excuse me," I called, but my words just disappeared under the music. So, you know what I did? Walked right up to the power cord and yanked it dead silence. You could practically hear the hangover forming. 50 pairs of eyes locked on me, some confused, some annoyed, but most just finally realizing, hey, maybe this wasn't some rented Airbnb. Party's over. This is private property, and you're all trespassing. I didn't yell, just let the weight of my voice do the work. The DJ, kid the ringleader, clearly puffed up, red-cheeked, half-drunk, trying to salvage his dignity. "Dude, it's graduation. Can't you just go be a cop somewhere else?" The nerve. When I told him this was my house, my pool, my everything they'd wrecked, the kid and his friend started bristling, and you could feel the groupthink bubbling. Then, right on cue, he hit me with the line, "You just know some folks can't help but spit out." Right, like you could afford a place like this. "Where are you, security?" And there it was. That little poisonous note, the assumption that a black man couldn't own a house here, couldn't have earned it. I flashed my badge. "Detective Chief Bradley. This is my home, and you're trespassing." Now the mood split. Some kids sobered up real quick, looking for an exit, but the core crew, the ringleader, and his closest just doubled down, laughing, pushing closer. That's when the kid did the one thing you can never take back. He stepped in, let the N-word start to fly, and slapped me a pen hand across the face. In that frozen second, nobody moved. Some had their phones out, thinking this was their viral moment. Now, I've been called every name in the book on the job, but having that happen in my own backyard by a kid who'd never faced a real consequence, that's a rage you have to swallow, because your whole career is on the line. I keyed my radio, called for backup, let them all know exactly what charges were coming: trespassing, underage drinking, hate crime enhancement, assault on a police officer, the works. The ringleader's confidence cracked, his voice shrinking. "You can't arrest me. My mom's a lawyer." "Yeah, well, buddy, that lawyer's about to have a real bad night." Cops rolled up, a team good people. All of them helped round up the main troublemakers. Officer Martinez, Officer Thompson, Deputy Chief Lisa Burton, they all handled the mess with the kind of calm you only learn after years in uniform. And then the twist. Right when we're wrapping up, a luxury SUV screeches up, music blasting, and out storms the mother Catherine Buckley. Blonde, furious, convinced the universe is out to get her. She takes one look at her son cuffed in the back of a cruiser and turns on me like I'm the villain, not the guy whose house just got trashed. "You can't do this. My son is a good boy." "This is racism," she shouts, flipping the script. I tell her calmly, "We have it all on video, 3 different angles, audio, the whole ugly truth." Does she back down? Nah. She whips out her phone and starts live streaming, ranting about reverse racism, corrupt cops, all that noise. But this time, the internet isn't buying what she's selling. Comments pour in, receipts are posted, my record and ownership verified live for thousands. Even her own son, Brandon, is begging her to stop. The hashtag KarenVChief goes viral by sunrise, and her meltdown becomes national news. You want real consequences? Her law firm quietly lets her go. The school expels Brandon. Colleges drop his acceptance, and the city's Civil Rights Commission launches an investigation. Even the IRS comes sniffing, and soon enough, the family's mansion is gone, the money drying up, the mask ripped off for all to see. But the wildest twist? A few months later, I get a handwritten letter from Brandano, last name, just raw apology. He tells me he's lost everything, but he's learned more about justice, humility, and what it means to actually work for something than he ever thought possible. He's working at a community center now, helping kids who remind him of the people he once looked down on. As for Catherine, she went all in on her victim act, started a podcast blaming everyone but herself, but the world had moved on. Her old friends, her colleagues, even her own saw one. The ones who changed like Brandon grew. The ones who clung to bitterness, well, they became footnotes in their own story. Looking back, I don't remember the pain, the cleanup, or the ugly words. What sticks is the moment the truth became undeniable broadcast, viral, echoing beyond my own backyard. Sometimes justice isn't about a badge or a courtroom. Sometimes it's about standing your ground, holding your line, and letting the world see what happens when privilege meets consequences. And honestly, there's nothing more American than that. But now I want to hear from you, is justice really served? Or do you think things should have gone differently? Have you ever witnessed entitlement get its reckoning? Or seen social media flip the script on a situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about where the line is between consequence and compassion, because these are the stories that shape who we are together.